Hello friends, welcome back. I'm Angela Imagination, Mrs. Imagination. You can call me either one. I'm so glad that you are here to see the activities that I planned for our picture book, 10 for Dinner. Wasn't that such a delightful book? Oh, it was fun learning about Margot's birthday party and the 10 guests that came. Oh yes, well today I have planned 3 activities that can go along with the picture book 10 for Dinner. You know what my first one is going to be. Miss Imagination loves to make notes in my writer's notebook. That way I will become a better writer. Whenever I want to write a story or something, I can flip back through here and see the different things. And today, we're going back to the page that we created before about characters. Oh, I loved what Joellen Bogart, the author, did with the characters in this book. That's actually what the book was about. Was about the 10 guests, and one of those guests, you remember, was so unique. That guest was so unique. He wore this Halloween costume to the party, to the birthday party. It wasn't a Halloween party. But Joellen Bogart, she used her imagination with this character. Now, in a story, a lot of times you have what is called a main character. Do you see this last? A main character. But you know, in this book, there was more than one main character. And that's perfectly fine. Even though Margot had 10 guests that came, the one guest that we got to learn a lot about was this one unique character. Yeah, because he always stood out. The other guests were kind of grouped up. Sometimes they were in groups of 2 or 3. Sometimes they were grouped by themselves based on what they liked to eat, or what kind of hat they made, or the song they wanted to sing. Do you remember? These 2 wanted to sing the song, Home, Home on the Range. These 3 wanted to sing the song, Row, row, row your boat. These 3 wanted to sing the song, This Old Man. This guest wanted to sing, Itsy Bitsy Spider. And our unique guest, Margot's unique guest, wanted to sing a song that I had never heard of. Ragtime Dragon and a Saber-Toothed Tiger. Oh my. But you see, usually the guests were grouped, and this one always stood out. Remember what he ate? She had macaroni and cheese, meatballs, carrot and raisin salad, celery sticks, and watermelon. Yum! Oh, and there are different groups of them liked the different things. He wanted a peanut butter sandwich. Oh, not just a peanut butter sandwich with olives and sauerkraut. Oh my goodness, on your peanut butter sandwich? Oh, Joellen Bogart did a great job of making her guest, Margot's guest, stand out and be so unique. I love what she did with the characters in this book. Well, that's what our writer's notebook is for. Write down those things to help us remember later when we write stories. Now, the next activity has to do with hats, because you remember in the book at the party, they made hats. Oh yes, fireman hats, pirate hats, surgeon hats, clown hats, cowboy hats, and the Loch Ness Monster hat. Well, we're going to make them a little simpler. I made a hat, and I showed it to you last time, out of a donut shop hat. And this was mine. It started as this. I went to a Krispy Kreme, and they gave me a hat. I took some of my scraps of paper, and I glued on both sides a color. It was purple. And then I got a smaller piece that was yellow and glued it in the center. And I did it on both sides so that this was the hat. Let's see if Miss Imagination can put it on for you. Isn't that a cute hat? You would never know that it came from a donut shop. The next hat you can make is out of a paper plate, a simple paper plate, a thin paper plate. You will need a pair of scissors. So if you need help cutting, you really might need help cutting because you need to adjust it to fit your head. Mrs. Imagination has a bigger head than you do. So I'm going to need the ring of the hat to be out near the edge. But I'm going to start by folding this paper plate in half and cutting toward the center. And I'm going to come back here and cut as close, well, not as close, but close to the center so that it will fit my head. Let's see, is that gonna fit? Probably. All right, then I'm going to cut up this way. Turn it around and cut up this way. This is just a simple way to make a silly hat. And you can just kind of turn the edges up, hopefully, and pull it down on your head. Actually, it's better to poke these things up. Poke these up to where they kind of stand up. See that? Oh yeah, now mine doesn't want to stay on my head. Oh, there it goes. Now that's cute, but let me show you one I made that has more cuts in it. This one, I just kept cutting within those triangles, and look at the hat. I took this and I cut some more. I did that for every one of these triangles, and I got this. And then I can take any kind of stickers I want and put on the little places that stick up. And it can just be a fun hat. Cute. Well, there are lots of ways to make hats, and you can find places on the internet that show you different hats to make. The final activity I have for you today is a game that you play with a deck of cards. So what you do is you find a friend or a family member, and you pass out the cards to where every person gets 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we are going to try to add to the number 10. Why do you think I chose the number 10? That's right, because there were 10 guests, and we saw that there were lots of ways to equal 10. 6 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1, 4 plus 3 plus 1 plus 2, 5 plus 3 plus 2. There were lots of ways to equal 10. Well, in this card game, you look at your cards when it's your turn, and you see if you have any that equal 10. Ooh, wow. This time, I have 2 10s. I have an 8 and 2. 8 plus 2 equals 10. That gives me 1 point. 6 plus 4 equals 10. That gives me 1 point. And you go around and let everyone have their turn. When it's my turn again, I only have 1 card left, so I have to draw 1, 2, 3, 4 more cards because I have to have 5. And this is what I have this time. Wow. But remember, I don't have to just use 2 cards to equal 10. I have a 5. If I have a 5 plus 1, that equals 6. Plus another 1, that equals 7. And 7 plus 3 equals 10. So those 4 cards equal 10 points. Wow! There are so many ways to equal 10. And you just keep playing until every card is gone and you add your points. Every 10 you got is worth 1 point. Isn't that fun? Isn't that a fun way to play with cards and to do some addition? Can work on your math facts that way. Oh yeah, make us smarter. I told you in the first video when we read this book that this book was fun and it could help you learn. That's what the card game did. It helps us learn ways to equal to 10. Oh, wow. I hope you've enjoyed these activities today. I've had such a delightful time sharing them with you. And it's all because of a picture book. I'll look forward to your next visit. Until then, see ya.